Well, Brexit's not happening in the save. Unfortunately, that is the only positive thing that's happened since you guys last saw us. Hello guys, and welcome back to the 4th episode of Replicating Ranieri, this series where we're trying to take Bournemouth to a Premier League title, but right now, with us being in 8th place, it isn't looking too likely. In this episode, we are going to be facing Chelsea and then Aston Villa away from home. Again, we're skipping over the cup fixture because that is not what this series is about, and to be honest, no one cares about a game against Coventry City. If there's any Coventry City fans out there that are watching this episode, I actually sincerely apologise. If I knew I had a viewer that enjoyed Coventry City, I certainly would be playing this match, but unfortunately the likelihood of that is slim to none. Since last time out, we've been doing alright, but in this series, alright is not good enough, and unfortunately we have dropped point a lot of places that we shouldn't have. We beat Wolves to start us off, which was a good game. We drew to Brighton, which was actually quite a lucky result considering we got a sending off after 27 minutes. Then we lost to Arsenal, again another disappointing and unlucky result. Liverpool 0-0 draw, very positive stuff. I was happy with that away from home, but this one was the killer. Norwich 2-1 at home, and they scored in the 92nd minute and the 93rd minute. And I almost threw my laptop onto the ground. Actually, I should have done that. Maybe it would have stopped it from acting like a potato lately. So let's jump straight into this next game against Chelsea. I'm not feeling too positive about it because I did just come out of that game against Norwich. Oh yeah, and it's the January transfer window right now. Sorry, forgot to say that. We will be making some business and hopefully finding some young players. Well, not necessarily young players, let's not be ageist here, but certainly some quality players to bring into the squad to help us develop and keep moving forward in this series. This is the team that we're lining up with for the game against Chelsea. This is the tactics that we're going with as well. I mean, I know that you guys could probably tear it to pieces with all the flaws, but it worked against Liverpool, so surely it can work against Chelsea. Solanke's coming in because unfortunately Wilson, our star man up top, is not feeling too well today. He's been struck down with the flu, and I could have made him available for this game if I just treated him at the club, but unfortunately I simulated forward, and I regret my stupidity significantly right now. Of course, Turan's in the lineup. You know that he's always going to be in the lineup. Eventually, I'll turn you guys into Turan supporters. The video that we put Turan in the thumbnail for didn't get many views, so, you know, I can tell that you guys absolutely love that man. If you take a look at that Chelsea lineup, you can definitely see an absolute gap in quality. Is gap in quality? I think it's golf in quality or something like that. But either way, you know, let's continue with the commentary. Mason Mount stepping over a free kick early on. Oh my goodness. Butland, you're making my decision to keep you in the starting lineup so difficult. Just shocking stuff. He also threw the ball at Trossard against Brighton the other day, and Trossard was able to just kick it into the back of the net. But if Trossard was playing for us, But if it was the Trossard that was playing for us at Brighton when we were doing our rebuilding Brighton series, he would have definitely missed that. But it's difficult to keep Ramsdale out of the squad right now. He actually wants to leave the club, actually. So maybe we should start starting him, try and get him happy at the club, because Butland has been making some serious mistakes lately. He's moved up to a 3-star current ability, but I don't know if that's just because our overall quality of the squad has gotten significantly worse lately. We haven't been playing well, but I'm hoping that the boys can prove me wrong here. Zivkovic is a man who, however, has been proving me wrong, playing really well lately. I think he's picked up 7 assists, so since Fraser has gotten injured, he has definitely turned into the kind of player that we thought he would be when we got that loan move, and he's already made that money spent worth his while so far. But 1-0 down at the start of half-time, you gotta say that we are unlucky, because at the end of the day, the only reason we're down is because our goalkeeper doesn't know how to stop a free kick from about 30 yards out Chelsea on the ball now, and it looks like they will be trying to add to their lead. We haven't created many chances for ourselves so far this game. Actually, I don't even know if we have created a chance for ourselves. I think it's all been Chelsea so far. Maybe we should be looking to move off a cautious mentality and onto a balanced one, especially with only 15 minutes to go. We do need to try and create something to get us a goal, to get us back into this match. We're going to bring this guy on for Turan to give him his debut. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. Well, actually, maybe I will. I didn't really take a long, hard look at it. Let's give it a crack now. It will be a good laugh for you guys at the very least. Dan Juma. Actually, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right, but don't you worry, old lady players will be telling me just how to pronounce it if I'm getting it wrong. 3 minutes of additional time to go, and yeah, I think it's going to be another one of those days. I'm trying my best, but I don't know what to do with the squad right now. You often get into those funks in Football Manager where you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I know I'm doing something wrong. But I'm sure that we can get some confidence back in the next game against Coventry City. I'll tell you how it goes, and I'll meet you all back for the game against Aston Villa. I'm choosing to ignore everything apart from the fact that we won this game. I know that we didn't do very well. I know that we got an injury. I know that we should have done a lot better, but a win's a win, and you got to take the positives out of football matches sometimes. So hopefully we can take that momentum into this match against Aston Villa away from home. It's certainly going to be a much more difficult game, but one that I think that the team should be able to rise to the challenge. This is the squad that we are going with, a pretty full strength squad as per usual. We are using the exact same tactic as last time, and to be honest, if it doesn't work today, I'm probably going to try and rethink it and make a few tweaks to see if we can have any sort of improvement from our form, because as we all know, it's not the worst thing ever right now, but the goal of the series is of course to be winning titles, as I say, probably every 5 seconds. So we need to make sure that we start playing a little bit better than how we are right now. But you got to sort of keep your expectations in check though, you know. We are still doing very well for the squad that we do have at our disposal. As far as the transfer window goes right now, well, actually I say that and we're down in 10th. That's not exactly exciting form for Bournemouth fans, but it's not bad. In regards to the transfer window, I'm certainly lining up a few signings, and I've got my eye on a lot of players that I want to bring in. Unfortunately, we don't have any money to do that, so I am trying my hardest to sell some players for some good prices, including Stanislas, who we managed to get some offers in for about $7 to $10 million. I rejected them because I thought I could get more, and now, oh my goodness, I wish I accepted them. I'm trying so hard to get some money into the bank account, but right now it is quite a struggle. But we need to focus on this match at hand. No point having money if you're going to do nothing with it and you're just losing football games. So let's focus back onto this match. A pretty bland match so far, but we do have an opportunity. Well, we don't have an opportunity. The game is showing us an opportunity, and it looks like it's going Aston Villa's way. We might be able to kickstart something here through Butland, but unfortunately the highlight does go away, and it looks like we're not doing too great in this first half. 5 shots each, but we haven't seen any highlights from our perspective, so we will tell the boys we're disappointed with how they're playing so far, even though the assistant manager wants me to say I'm happy with their performance. Mate, if you think that we should be drawing away from home against Aston Villa, who are all the way down, I say all the way down, they're 11th place. They could go above us if they win this match, but I think that we certainly should be playing a little bit better than this. We do have an opportunity now. It looks like it is our first opportunity of the match. Apologies for the lag. This is not my screen recorder that is normally bad. This is just my computer being terrible, but it does end up having a Wesley shot that comes in at Butland, and it is a save. I was getting so excited there because I thought they would actually have a chance, but no, it goes their way once again. And once again, Aston Villa have an opportunity, but we clear it away. Can we pick up the ball and manage to create our chance of our own? No, they hit it, but again, it's going just over the bar. I guess we need to be taking positives, as I said before. We need to make sure that we're looking on the bright side of things, you know. At least they haven't scored yet. Watch them score right here. Trezeguet on the ball in the right sort of area, but we do clear it away. Hopefully this actually ends up being one of our opportunities. Wilson on the ball, playing it down the line. We're not playing it down the line, running it with it down the line. Eventually comes back to him after a poor clearance into the right area, and we're still trying to get into the right area to get a shot away. Eventually it does come to Zivkovic, and he does get the shot away, and he puts it straight into the back of the net. That man has been such a good signing since he has finally been deprived of all of his of all of his injuries, and now he is really coming into his own, normally getting the assists, but I don't mind him scoring a goal or two here and there. But it looks like Aston Villa are going to straight away try and come back at us. But Lewis Cook, mate, how was that not an absolutely terrible foul? Wilson threw on goal as a result of it, and we almost score again. Wilson should be doing better from that sort of angle. But Lewis Cook, oh my gosh, talk about a powerhouse in defence. Zivkovic, the goal scorer, on the ball right now as he runs up the field, looking for Wilson, who I think was offside. Yes, he was. Oh my gosh, I should be a linesman in Football Manager, because I think I would do a better job than these men. The amount of times I've had linesmen flag me offside, and I know that I'm not offside just because I can see the lines. The lines are never correct in this game. They've always got half a leg sticking out further than that. Like, I know it's hard, and I couldn't code the game any better than that, but get me into the game, and I would be a better linesman than half of these people. Oh, so close to scoring again there. Wilson shoots just wide. I think it was actually a save. No, it was a save from Heaton that ends up tipping it just to the left of the post, and that is so unfortunate for us. Another goal would certainly secure all 3 points in this match. Well, I say that, but who knows? Aston Villa could be coming back into it and get 2 goals in the 90th minute and the 93rd minute, like what happened off camera against Norwich. We're going to make some substitutions, but as that happens, we do have an actual chance. This chance happened before we started making those substitutions, so you know it's a real one, and we can see that it was a real one there, with Aston Villa nearly getting it past Butland, but he does make an unusually good save for him, and we don't mind that at all. I did say before that we were using a full-strength squad. Unfortunately, I forgot to put Kelly on, but not to worry. Daniels is certainly a very, very adequate replacement, much more experience. Actually, probably on stats, he is the better player. But I do like developing the youth a wee bit in these saves, even though I am only going to be here for a year. I don't know, just don't judge me. I know I'm not good at this game. I should be making better choices, but that's what I want to do. I like Kelly, he's good. 1 more minute to go of additional time, and please don't tell me they are able to come away with a goal here. Kelly, the man that I'm just saying I like, manages to make a good tackle, and Wilson is through on goal after a great pass from Turan, but it gets tipped past the post, and I don't actually mind that, because I think that with 30 seconds to go, we should probably be able to run down the clock after this corner and win the game, come away with all 3 points, just like I was going to say just like we deserve. If you take a look at the stats, I don't know if this is the most deserved win of all time, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. As I always say, we need to make sure that we are getting the points where they come and taking them whenever we get the opportunity. Very good performance from the boys. I'm going to see people had written us off today. Apparently people had written us off today. Maybe the media didn't think that we would do very well in that match, but I always had faith in the boys. I didn't have faith in my tactics, but I had faith in the boys. We have a transfer offer coming through, actually, and it's Brighton offer for Stanis. Oh my goodness. Yes. 12 million. What? You know how I was saying in the game that I rejected $7 and $10 million offers for him? That's because I knew that my boys back at Brighton knew that I needed to sell him, and they were going to come in with an offer. Tactical genius. Oh, it's all in my head. I'm always 1 step ahead of this game. Don't you guys worry. At the end of this episode, we are up in 7th place in the Premier League. Not bad at all if you take a look at where we were earlier in this episode. We still could go down with Everton and Arsenal with games in hand on us, but nonetheless, you'll still take that, and even if we do end up going down the table, 9th place isn't exactly where we want to be, but it's not the worst case scenario ever. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is where we're going to end this episode. Make sure you like and subscribe, because we upload daily Football Manager content on this channel, so don't miss any of it. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you all later.